Okay, so we're almost at shelf 3. I kind of ran out of time for shelf 2, so I just had a few more titles I didn't get to mention. So I'll just go through those real quick. Bottom shelf, we were around here. Richard Pryor's Moving, Multiplicity, My Best Friend is a Vampire, My Blue Heaven. Great Steve Martin movie, actually. It's quite underrated. I don't think it did too well at the box office, but I liked it. I like Rick Moranis in it as well, so it's an enjoyable flick. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. The Never Ending Story 2 with the Bugs Bunny cartoon. The Night Before, Night of the Comet, great 80s. Sci-fi, Off the Mark, which is like a really pretty stupid 80s comedy, actually. I remember watching it years ago, but it was more stupid than funny. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is classic. Orgasmo, another great comedy. I like it a lot. Out of Sight with George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. Actually, never watched that one. Overboard with Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell. Shelf number 3. Try to go through. Gonna try to go through this one a little faster. Over the Top. A really good Stallone movie. Oxford Blues with Rob Lowe. Parenthood, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That's one I'd like to find on DVD. I never see it in stores, but love this movie. Definitely on my top 10 list. Pickup Artist with Robert Downey Jr. and Molly Ringwald. Plain Clothes, which is really underrated. You never hear this one. It's from the director Martha Coolidge, which directed Valley Girl. It was okay. It's about like this cop who poses as a high school student, Nothing special. Original Planet of the Apes, Poltergeist, the very first Porky's, which I have the trilogy on DVD, but it's the one released by Maple, and the quality's not that great, so I wanted to hold on to my VHS. The Presidio, The Principal, Private Benjamin, Problem Child 2. I got the first one recently, but I'm all out of room on my shelf. I need a new shelf real bad. Project X, Quick Change with Bill Murray, Gene Davis, and Randy Quaid. Raising Arizona, one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies. Rat Race, Raw Deal with Arnold. Red Heat, also with Arnold. Next shelf, Red Sonja, again with Arnold. Holy crap, got more than I remembered. Revenge of the Nerds, original. No, the first one. This is one called Riding High, which is a British movie, I believe, about this motorcycle guy. I bought it pretty much for this. Featuring music by The Police, The Pretenders, Dire Straits, Madness, Joe Jackson, Gary Newman, Squeeze, and Lena Lovick, whoever that is. But yeah, seems to have good music in it. But the movie itself isn't that great, but it's pretty rare. Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote cartoons. This one doesn't have a side label, but it's Rodney Dangerfield. It ain't easy. It's not easy being me. Lots of cool performances. You got Jerry Seinfeld on there, Roseanne, Sam Kinison, cool stand-up on there. Roxanne with Steve Martin, Rubberface, Jim Carrey. Afternoon special he did, I think, in 81 or 83, early 80s anyway, and he's not even the main star. It's just when he got famous in the mid-90s, they re-released it, changed the name to Rubberface, and put his face on the cover. This is originally called Introducing Janet, because the main character is called Janet. So it's just kind of, to sell it, they put Jim Carrey's face on it, even though he's not the main character. Moving right along, Sam Kinison stand-up, a bunch of Saturday Night Live stuff, The Bad Boys of SNL, The Best of Dana Carvey, which is a great compilation one, The Best of John Belushi. This one was actually released by Warner Home Video, and the name Saturday Night Live appears nowhere on the case, but it is SNL, but I don't know why they just call it The Best of John Belushi. It's a good compilation as well. I got The Best of the Coneheads right here. I got a bunch of SNL in my DVD collection, which I'll get to eventually. School Days, that's a Spike Lee joint. Screwballs, which just came out on DVD, I think, last year. Second Sight, The Secret of My Success. Seems Like Old Times, and Seize the Day. Robin Williams one. I never watched that one, but I like Robin Williams, so I thought I'd buy it. The Shining, Slacker, from the director of Dazed and Confused. Dazed and Confused is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, so I wanted to give this one a shot. His first film, Richard Linklater's first film. It's got some good moments in it, but it just kind of switches from story to story. Some that I cared for more than others. So I Married an Axe Murderer, Son-in-Law, Splash, Squeeze Play. Another one I bought because it's Trauma, which I've never really watched. Just looks like a typical 80s sex comedy. You really want see one, you've seen them all. Stand By Me, Star Trek 1, 2, 3, and 4. These got a lot of labels and stickers on them because they're former rentals. A lot of my movies are like that. Star Wars Trilogy with these are early 90s releases, so before the special editions came out. Got the original artwork. I like that. I'm holding on to those. Stay Tuned with John Ritter. Steel Dawn, underrated Patrick Swayze one, which is not too bad. Kind of like Mad Max. Mad Max meets He-Man. St. Elmo's Fire, Steve Martin Live, great concert. Really see his early humor on there. Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. Strange Invaders, which is like a sci-fi. Never watched it once again, but looked like my kind of cheese. Striptease, Student Bodies, another rare one. Finally came out on DVD, I think last year. This is a great underrated 80s horror comedy. It's a spoof of like movies like Halloween, Friday the 13th. I really enjoy it. Supergirl, Taxi Driver, Teen Wolf 1 and 2. Great movies. Lately my friends have often been telling me about the infamous Teen Wolf flasher at the end when they're at the basketball game in the background. Check it out. There's Something About Mary, 3 O'Clock High. Oh, this is a good one. It's pretty underrated. I never see it anywhere, but this is one of my favorite 80s movies. It's got that dark tone to it. It's just a guy who wants to beat up a kid at 3 o'clock. So when the bell hits 3 o'clock, the dude is all scared for his life, you know. Ticks, cheesy horror from the 90s. It's got Carlton from Fresh Prince in it. He plays like a badass. They call me Panic because I never do. It's enjoyable. Tomcats, Top Gun, The Toy with Richard Pryor, Toys with Robin Williams, Trojan War. I don't think this one ever made it out on DVD. It's got Will Friedle, which played Eric on Boy Meets World, and it also has a young Jennifer Love Hewitt in there. This is great. Just a guy who is about to get laid by the girl of his dreams, and he's off to buy, condom, Trojans, but everything keeps happening, one mishap after the other, and in the meantime his best friend, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt, is jealous. Great movie. The Truman Show, good Jim Carrey movie. Turk 182 with Timothy Hutton. I just watched it a few weeks ago. That was an enjoyable 80s movie as well, from the director of Porky's. Twilight Zone, the movie. Got that one on Blu-ray actually not long ago, which I will get to. Two Girls and a Guy, Robert Downey Jr. Wanted to get this one because it's the NC-17 uncut, so I'm kind of curious to see what I'm in store for. Uncommon Valor, Up the Creek, Vanishing Point, great car chase movie. Really enjoyed it. Old school. Oh man, I never noticed that. They show the ending scene right in the back. Way to ruin it. Vegas Vacation. I got the first 3 vacation movies on DVD. Wedding Singer, Wet Hot American Summer. That's a funny one. Kind of rare, but that's a good find. What About Bob? Let's see what this one is. When Nature Calls. Another one I bought because it's Trauma. This one seemed a little more funny, it's Trauma, but it's a good comedy, just about a family who goes camping and weird stuff happens, Trauma style. Some romantic scene with a bear. I don't know. Again, I didn't finish it because, it's those cheap Trauma movies. Not like the Toxic Avenger or nothing, but they're big titles. Whitewater Summer with Kevin Bacon. That's kind of a cool action one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? No Case. And I'm just about out of time.